Hey, welcome to my devlog. I'm Dustin, and I'm creating a 3D stealth action game coded completely from scratch. In this devlog, I'll be covering the following topics. For art, I modeled various item pickups and created the level outline for VR training missions. For coding, I implemented object scaling, moved mission loading details to external text files to allow for modding and easier level editing, and rewrote most of the lighting code. For gameplay, I wrote the guard patrol AI and implemented vision and hearing senses for the guards. Alright, let's do it. This is a VR training mission. A VR mission is a short mini-game with puzzle elements. I took inspiration from Metal Gear Solid 1, which took its inspiration from the Star Trek holodeck. So I decided to push toward the Star Trek holodeck aesthetic by making virtual rooms appear to be real. Let's take a look at how a VR mission loads. All VR rooms start out as a flat grid. When the mission begins, the level initializes from the grid and then becomes realistic. Metal Gear Solid 1 VR missions always bothered me because they weren't real. The game isn't real either, of course, but knowing the fake stakes were fake in the fake game's world just sort of made everything feel monotonous. I'm hoping making the areas feel real will make my game's levels feel a little more interesting. To make modding easier and help streamline level design, I re-implemented object loading to use JSON files. These files store the basic information and behaviors of all placeable objects in the game. Adding guard patrols was the motivation behind this change. Guards need to behave predictably for the player to enjoy sneaking. I was originally going to have guards compute a procedurally generated patrol based on an area while taking into account points of interest, such as guarding a door or an item. Doing this would have been neat from a coding perspective, but it wouldn't result in fun gameplay. Players aren't expecting the AI to behave realistically. The guard patrol needs to be obvious and show the player clear paths to progress. It's really annoying when you have to watch a guard's patrol for literally minutes before you feel confident enough to make a decision. Being able to hand code the exact circumstances will make the game feel more predictable and allow the player to gain confidence in their decisions. Object scaling in my engine was never fully implemented, so I went back and fixed most of the issues. They were almost all related to collision. This is important because it's much faster to model a proportionate object than it is to create an object at the correct scale. So now I can model things in Blender, and as long as they look correct, I can make them the correct size later. I also started creating the various item pickup models. I'm pretty happy with most of them. Some of them need better colors or more details, but it's a good start. The green ammunition box and the cardboard box are probably my favorites, and I think eventually I'll make the other items match those in quality. The in-game pickup items hover above the floor and spin. They are a bit large, but since I can resize objects now, that'll be really easy to tune. Guards can now see and hear various objects in the game, including the player. Nothing happens yet, so they just see you over and over and over, but getting this working was a big step toward making the game playable. The lighting in my engine was also completely unrealistic, and while it made everything look nice, it didn't allow me to design rooms that feel real. So I reworked the lighting to be more real. I can now lay down shadows wherever I want and use the lights for details like muzzle flashes. There's still lots of work to do, but it's looking far more realistic. I'm considering making the lighting affect the player's visibility, but it's probably out of scope for this game. There's already 15 lights in this room, and it could use a few more. I'm going to try it and see if I can smoothly integrate it, but it's more likely I'll make the player completely unaffected by lights. That way you won't be confused when you're standing in a dark shadow. The items here are currently unaffected by lights, so that's what it would look like. If you'd like to hang out and chat, or just follow what I'm working on, then join my Discord server, link in the description. And if you're interested in supporting what I'm doing, you can head over to Ko-Fi to buy me a coffee. Every little bit helps and gets me closer to a Steam page or a website, and I would really appreciate it, link in the description. But that's it for this devlog. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, kill your lifts, and I'll see you next time.